You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I took no risks. But I bet you wanna be famous, huh?
Menu narration option is set to off.
I make a lot of new money, huh? When it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause
since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Mike 4. Watch the run. They're running.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is Cook with a grab. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Murray now on first down. That is caught by Cullen. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, it's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These two teams all tied after one. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First down, Murray. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, here I come.
Darnold from the gun. He'll will rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check curls, check curls. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, a run with Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard, Murray feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles usually...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That's fielded in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a run with Cook, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Darnold completes it. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On first down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch.
To throw is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 54. Mike 54. Bandit. Check 52.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Now he's forced out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
In your face. Mike's 54. 54. He's time to leave.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Murray, flush to his right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Man, I got you. 57's the mark. 57. Woo!
Hey, 57, Mike 57.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 57.
On third down, Murray. That's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
57's right.
Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. On first down, it's Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock. Out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
54. Ready, weapon. Shoot. Echo.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check. That's it. Check right.
Murray now on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 18.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brenton, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for... And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.